SHMACKEMAGOB, everybody. Hey, it's time for Currently Cranking. Yes, I'm bringing it back, man. It's much easier now that in this room, it's much easier to coordinate my Currently Crankings. That's why I wasn't doing it for a while, because it was a pain in the ass in the old place I was at. But here there's more room, you know, to put it aside. What I do is I listen to an album and then I, you know, put it there on the side, and some CDs, everything I listen to since the last time I did Currently Cranking when I'm at home, because most of the times I'm out and about and I'm listening to my iPod Shuffle, and I do that here at home too, so that don't count. My AC's turning on, that's the noise you're about to see here. Alright, so here we go. Nevermore, Dreaming Neon Black. Great album. Rest in peace, Laurel Dane. Man, this has got some good stuff. I'm the Dog, the title track, the Locus Eating, Poison God Machine, Forever. Awesome stuff. Love me some Nevermore. I did an episode on this one when I first got it, and I listened to it again for the second time. This is the soundboard from Tokyo. Kiss with, this is the only release with Eric Singer and Ace Frehley. They only played a handful of shows, that lineup. And I listened to it again today, and man, it's really good, man. And I want to thank a certain person that got this for me. Was it Carlos? God, man, I'm terrible, ain't I? All I know, man, I got like the worst memory, but one thing I will say, anybody that gets me anything, man, especially like this, you're too cool, man. I love you. Yeah, it was Carlos. I just can't remember his last name. Man of War, born to live forevermore, which that is off battle hymns. But this is a Triumph of Steel. I don't listen to this one much, but it's really good. The reason I don't is because that first track, man, it's like, I don't know, how long is that first track? 30 minutes or something? It's, you know, it has some cool moments, but then it has like a drum solo, some weird shit. I don't know why they do stuff like that. Let's see if it has the time limit on here. No, it doesn't. It's long, trust me. But side 2 is awesome. The Demon Whip. They had a drummer at the time called Rhino. Man, listen to the drumming at the end of Demon Whip. The guy was a freak. Of course, Metal Warriors, probably the most popular on here. Wimps and posers leave the hall. Power of Thy Whip, awesome. And Master of the Wind. God, Eric Adams is the most underrated vocalist in metal, hands down. All right. Oh, this is the Zero demos. This is what Gene Simmons produced. The demos that Gene Simmons produced, really good. Sounds really good. I love House of Pain on here, you know. But this whole album's fucking great. And yes, Gene Simmons discovered Van Halen on Club, flown to New York. They recorded this. Bill Aucoin and Paul Stanley later admitted they refused it, and Gene, you know, ripped up the contract. He wrote a contract with them, sent him on his way. Then later on, Ted Templeman, who actually really did discover them, because he got them the deal with Warner Brothers. So it wasn't Gene Simmons. He loves to run around saying he discovered them. No. He found them and he failed. Ted Templeman discovered them. Fact. This is a bootleg CD. What was the label that did this? The label called Oh Boy. I don't know if you can make that out. This is a Led Zeppelin show, and what's really cool about this, it has this sound check from, where was that sound check from? Let me see. Minnesota, I believe. Or maybe not. I don't know. What? Anyway, they play Night Flight, one of my favorite songs off of Physical Graffiti. That, I don't know, man, somebody tell me, did they ever play that live? It is live here on a sound check, and it's got some other cool, Heartbreaker, sound check, Thank You, Communication Breakdown, We're Gonna Groove, Since I've Been Loving You, well, that one's live in Vancouver, Whole Lot of Love, Celebration Day, That's the Way, Going to California, What Is and What Should Never Be, and Moby Dick from Toronto, 71. Awesome. 2 CD set. Led Zeppelin, what's it called? Zozo's Back to Rock and Roll. I love this. I listen to this quite a bit, actually. I might have held it up on a past Currently Cranking, for all I know. Man, do I love, this is a band that I discovered thanks to somebody that donated to the channel. They wanted me to put this album against a Striper album, and it ended up winning, and it was a Striper album I love, but this band is amazing. They're called Saint. The album's called The Calf. It's awesome. The guy was so cool that he ended up sending me a bunch of Saint vinyls and some pins and CDs. And I love all the Saint albums that he sent me. They were all great. This one may be my favorite though. The Calf. Alright. Oh man, this is a band I haven't listened to in well over 10 years. 9 Inch Nails. I own like Pretty Hate Machine and Downward Spiral. And then I just gave up after that. But man, I love the song Wish. That made me buy this. But Help Me, I'm in Hell. Happiness is Slavery, gave up. This is called, what's it called? Broken, right? Yeah, it's an EP, I think. Awesome stuff, man. I haven't heard it in a while. And I'm going to put on Pretty Hate Machine after this because I just listened to this today. And I was like, damn, man. I forgot how much I like 9 Inch Nails. Oh, this next one. I do not, unlike a lot of you out there, I do not want them to clean this album out because they finally found the master tapes and they may remaster it. I think it sounds fine just like it is, but a lot of you think it sounds horrible. The band thinks it sounds horrible. I love it because it sounds dirgy. Like it just matches the music of this amazing album, Born Again. Love this album, man. I will go as far to say it's my favorite album after the Ozzy stuff. And believe me, I love Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules, but I think I like this one more. Okay, maybe tied with the Dio stuff. It's not worse, that's for damn sure. Disturbing the Priest, Sickest Scream Ever Caught on Tape, Hotline, Stonehenge, Trashed, Zero the Hero, Born Again, Keep It Warm, Digital Bitch. And hey, if they do remaster it and do it, hey, I'll buy it right away. And I really hope, fingers crossed, The Fallen is on there. The song that didn't make the album. That's amazing. Alright, here's another one I only listened to once when I bought it. And I don't remember disliking it. And then I listened to it again like yesterday. And I was like, man, this is pretty good. There's a Journey album called, what's it called? Revelation. This is already with the Arnell guy. And it also brings a bonus disc with them doing all the older songs. But it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Way better than that reunion album, Trial by Fire. That was terrible. Except for like maybe 2 songs. And it was long as hell. This one's kind of long too, but man, it's good. It's actually really good. So I'm going to revisit this more often because I bought it. I think it was a Walmart exclusive. Went to Walmart, bought it, listened to it once. Didn't think it sucked, but never listened to it again. So I dig it. Lizzie Borden. This one is Menace to Society. I love me some Lizzie Borden. You know, this has Love Kills, Generation Aliens, Tearing of the Town, Bloody Mary. That one's a great one. Silhouette. Ultraviolence. I love me some old Lizzie Borden. Is this one Joe Holmes is on this? I don't know if he is or not. I don't think he is, actually. I don't think Joe Holmes is on this. But it's a great one. Love it. This was a local band. They were called Mboogalard. And this is not actually a CD. They did release a CD called A New Hope, which is much different because it was a little more keyboardy, which is not bad. But this is a CD my friend made way back in like 99, 2000. You know, he burned it on a CD and he made the cover art, which is a parody of Fear of the Dark, which is Fear of the Lard. And it has more heart. And then it has like a big fat D. Snyder in there. It says, I Want to Rock. Some weird artwork. Super Lard, May the Lard Be With You. More artwork. This is my friend Don who did this. This band is amazing. Man, they were like my favorite local band at the time. I saw them open for Warlock with Doro. I saw them open for Anthrax. They were awesome, man. But unfortunately, they didn't, you know. And what's funny was the rhythm guitar player of this band was called Gordy. And he joined Marilyn Manson, changed his name to Twiggy. And I saw Marilyn Manson back then. I mean, I saw Marilyn Manson when they didn't even have a drummer. It was a drum machine. And it was terrible. It sounded like... Not that I liked Marilyn Manson when he became big, but back then it sounded so different. Kind of like circus music. They were called Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. Well, when I heard Gordy join Marilyn Manson and left this band, I was like, this band's going to be big. Marilyn Manson ain't going nowhere. Boy, was I wrong. God, I love this album. I love Michael Jackson, man. I am a latecomer. I admit, when I was younger, I didn't know much. You know, I wouldn't stray too much from metal. But as I got older, I really appreciate the talent this guy had, man. And this is probably my favorite Michael Jackson album. Off the Wall, Gotta Be Starting Something. Rock With You. Off the Ground, I Can't Help It. I love me Michael Jackson, and I love me Off the Wall. Fantastic album. Here's another bootleg, and it's from the same label, I believe. The Old Boy label. This is great. This is another double CD, but it's 2 separate shows. I'm talking about AC/DC. And this album, this bootleg is called BS We Love You. It has a really early show where they play like Soul Stripper and stuff like that. It doesn't really have the location of the shows, but and it also had the first disc is Highway to Hell Tour. The second disc, I think it's like High Voltage, maybe. You know, I think it's the High Voltage Tour. That really early show, but it sounds like a live album. Ain't no audience recording. Great bootleg, amazing bootleg. My God, do I love me some Sabotage. And this is their first release called Sirens. And that title track is probably my favorite Sabotage song, or one of my favorites. But the whole album's great. Rage, Holocaust, On the Run, Twisted Little Sister, Living for the Night, Scream Murder, Out in the Streets. Rest in peace, Chris Oliva. Amazing, amazing metal. Love it. What label was this on? Combat. It was on Combat. All right. The rest is just vinyl. Fate's Warning. This is the John Archer era, the early stuff. Awaken the Guardian, my favorite era. I'm not the biggest Fate's Warning fan, but you know, I got to be in the mood for it. But man, when I slapped this one on, you know, it was like, God, man, this was one talented band. And my God, Valley of the Dolls is on here, and Times Lock Past, Exodus. Just great stuff. Love it. Fate's Warning, Awaken the Guardian. All right, the last Cheap Trick album, which I still play a lot. In Another World. I love this album, man. I think this is the best album since Dax has been in the band. And I don't mind like Bang, Boom, Crazy. It's Alright was very shaky though. This one's awesome, man. Quit Waking Me Up, Boys and Girls and Rock and Roll, So It Goes, what a gorgeous ballad. Light Up the Fire, probably my favorite on here. And Another World, which, you know, has 2 versions, one ballady, the other one kind of punky. And the John Lennon cover, Give Me Some Truth. I love it, man. I love that last Cheap Trick album. All right, how many do we have left? Just 2 left. All right, this is an EP, Mad Locus Rising, which is Agent Steel. Great cover of The Ripper by Judas Priest, and love Mad Locust Rising, and Let There Be Done the Day at Guyana. Great stuff, man. Awesome stuff. All right. Now we're down to the last 2. And I just bought this. I just bought this a week ago. Elvis Presley, Moody Blue, and it's the blue vinyl. It's a blue vinyl. I found it for like $10 at Radioactive Records. Anybody that lives in South Florida, check out Radioactive Records in Lauderdale. They got a lot of shit, man, and great deals too, you know. Every time I'm in that area, I went to go see Jeff Tate of Queensryche. And it wasn't far from Radioactive, so I was like, oh, let me go to Radioactive. I bought some more vinyl, but I haven't listened to them all yet. This is the only one I popped in yet. And it's awesome, man. You know, it's got Unchained Melody, which is probably the most popular on here. It's Easy for You. If You Love Me, Let Me Know is great. I love it. I love it all. I love me some Elvis, man. I'm in the process of trying to get all the official Elvis Presley vinyls. All right, last one. Oh, man. The Trick or Treat soundtrack, Fastway. Now, a lot of people say this is the best Fastway release. I beg to differ, man. That first album can't be beat. But it's good. I don't love it as much as the rest of the world. I love the movie. The movie's just so bad, it's great. I like After Midnight, but you know what's on here? Heft. Heft is from the first album. Fucking heavy-ass track. But Stand and Be Counted, I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not slamming the album. It's a good album. Hey, after all, I put it on, you know? All right, wait, there's one last one. The Ramones, Leave Home. This is it? I believe this is the second one, right? No, I'm kind of confused. Is it the second one or the third one? I can't remember now, but this is, you know, the original lineup. Of course, you got Gimme Shock Treatment, Susie's a Headbanger, Swallow My Pride, California Sun, Great Commando. You know, just a whole album. Glad to see you go. That's it, my friends, for my Currently Cranking this time around. So join me next month when I now put all these albums away and I start listening to the next batch, which will be some that I just bought that I haven't gotten around to yet. And next month I'll do another Currently Cranking. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click that notification bell for notifications, if you want to live. Stay frosty, listen to Sabbath, and schmack 'em a gob.